How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We're talking about another penny stock today that a lot of people have been reaching out to me about, and I want to cover it. It's called Atossa Therapeutics. The ticker symbol is ATOS. I want to talk to you about what they're doing, some potential catalysts, and what I'm doing with the stock. So I'll get towards what I'm doing with the stock at the end, whether I'm buying it, whether I'm not buying it, how much, and stuff like that. But definitely stay through to the end for that. If you guys like this, please leave a thumbs up. I appreciate it. I've had so many people reach out to me about this one. So I wanted to do my research on it. I wanted to produce this video no matter what the outcome is or what I do with the stock because so many people have been asking me about it. So if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I appreciate that. Please hit subscribe if you don't mind doing that too. And we're growing to almost 100,000. I'd love to have you guys join in if you're not already part of the channel. I make videos every single day. If you guys want, there's a link down there to WeBull where you can sign up, get 4 free stocks worth up to thousands of dollars if you deposit $100. And there's a link down there to Patreon. This one, I think I actually will put up on the Patreon a day early for the fact that I have to pre-record this for the weekend because I don't always work on the weekend. We have family coming in. So it will be done. I just release a video every single day. So I am going to give this one to them early. If you guys want, you can join down there. The main thing is you get to join the investment community with over 4,200 people in there, 4,300, something like that. It's an insane amount of people are in there. And you get to see my buys and sells. And then every once in a while, I might throw in a video a little bit early if you guys want to check it out. But let's get into it. So Atossa Therapeutics, I've been getting so many comments about this one, and this one has been moving up a decent amount. So on the 1 month, it's up from about 88 cents, up 108%. Now, it's pretty much been just steadily up. There's only a couple days where it actually went down in the last month. What they do is they have a couple different kind of things that they focus on for their business. So again, they're a biopharmaceutical company, and really they work with breast cancer, and they also work with the pandemic disease. So I won't say the word because I don't want YouTube to take all my AdSense revenue away from me because of that, because they still demonetize people all the time for it. So we're going to try to avoid that today. But they focus on a couple different things. So the first thing is a topical endoexfin formulation for transdermal delivery. So basically what it is it's kind of like a rub on. They found that there are no adverse effects on this, no safety signals, and no clinically significant adverse events for people that use this. Now, they also have this oral endoexfin. Again, sorry, big words, trying to pronounce them. But they've been running studies on this too, and they found a reduction of about 74% of tumor cell proliferation after 22 days of dosing, or over 22 days of dosing. So they have those products, right? They also have a nasal spray that is for the pandemic disease. And that's the last time I'll say disease, because even that, I don't know, that might be a little bit risky. But they've been doing that too. So this one, they're in, I believe, their preclinical trials of that one. Now, there are a couple potential catalysts. First of all, analysts really like this one. Analysts have been giving it a pretty high price target. You can see analysts at Maxim have a buy rating and an $8 price target. This is on pennystocks.com. It's been covered a lot on this website, it seems. They also have this is on Tip Ranks, a website that I use. They have two analysts that cover them, one with a 7 and then one with a 5% or $5 price target. So those are all really high, right? That's pretty interesting because it is only around a couple dollars. Now, looking at the company itself, they've been raising a lot of cash. So first of all, let's start at the third quarter results, because again, they don't have fourth quarter out yet, but they're a high risk, high reward company right now because a lot of what they're doing is trying to build products that they can sell on the mass market. Now, they're saying that their nasal spray program has progressed very well during the quarter, and that their phase 1 study was demonstrating good safety and tolerability at 2 different dose levels. Now, you can kind of look into that a little bit more. What I want to look at was their expenses. They had about $3.5 million in expenses. Now, right away when I saw that, I was a little bit worried because I thought, okay, how much cash did they have? They've been raising it recently. Well, they actually had $10 million worth of cash. So less than a year's worth of runway, but a pretty good current ratio when you look at their current liabilities. Their current liabilities are only about 1.5 million. Again, this is a quarter ago. Their total liabilities were just about their current liabilities within like $1,000, which is interesting. But they have a pretty good current ratio there. But they are still burning through a good amount of cash. They did do a couple share offerings. So honestly, now I feel like they're in a pretty safe spot because they had 20 million, then another 14, then another 25.2. So overall, let's say they burn through all that $10 million, which I don't think is the case, but they would still have about $60 million sitting around. So that's a large runway. That's 4 or 5 years of runway at this place. So I think this is an interesting one because they really pivoted during the pandemic. They were in breast cancer before that. Now they've kind of pivoted to do both of these two different things. They're not really related too much, but I think there are some potential catalysts with this one. And, with all the extra cash sitting around, I think that makes me feel more comfortable about the company because really they have a lot of cash for their market cap. They're only $130 million market cap, and they have about $60 million worth of cash sitting around, or they will after all these close. I think they're probably closed by now, but that makes me feel pretty good about their position, honestly. And now I'm not going to buy this one. I'll just be clear. I think this probably will go up. I could be wrong. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a stock analyst, but there are only so many penny stocks that I can pay attention to and invest in. And this is probably going to be like one of those ones that I regret because it probably will go up. But I have several penny stocks right now that I've been covering pretty in depth. SENS stock, BNGO stock, TMDI stock. I cover those and I can only cover so many. But this one is interesting to me, but I'm not going to invest in it. I'll just be honest with you right up front. So definitely take a look into this one. Definitely do your own research because, again, I'm releasing this over the weekend. Hopefully, everyone does their research to make an informed decision. It's still a small market cap, so be careful. Just bring more attention to these in general can pump them up a decent amount, and I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do anything sketchy. I know some people have been talking about pump and dump schemes on YouTube. I've been holding onto my penny stocks really for the long term. These last 3 stocks that I'm holding right now, I'm holding longer term, and of course that can change. But just be careful. Be careful of pumps and dumps. That's why I think it's really important to do your research and figure out, do you like this company? If it fell down to $1, would you still hold it? Would you be more excited about it? Would you be adding more? Kind of weighing that out. And maybe one way that I know some people do this is maybe they put in half the amount that they actually want to put in, and then maybe they add to it over time if it falls off, or they sell part of it, or, they take profits when it goes up, whatever you want to do. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own research. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. And if you guys want to check out another video that I did yesterday, kind of giving my updates on a couple other penny stocks that I've been buying throughout the week, I'll put it up here. And then I'll also put up the video on a stock that ARK Invest has been buying, and they bought really heavy right down here. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.